In the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna give you the exact strategy we use to grow e-commerce brands like FP Insoles, Evel Knievel Toys, and Gigachu using Facebook ads by 10 to 30 to 50% in just 60 to 90 days. And if you're running an e-commerce brand with over 50K in monthly revenue, we can increase your profits and revenue by 10 to 30% in the next 60 days, or you don't pay. So after giving you a walkthrough of this strategy, you will be left with two options. Option one, you will decide you want to work with us because we have the skills, the results required to take your brand to the next level. And option two, if you don't want to work with us for whatever reason, at least you will have an exact step-by-step playbook from start to finish that you can use and apply to your business and start raking in dollars yourself. And if you don't know who I am, it's because over the last 5 years, I've been in the trenches profitably generating over $20 million in revenue for multiple e-commerce, practically in any niche. I and my team have worked with hundreds of e-commerce brands just like yours and scaled them profitably to multiple seven figures. For example, one consumer brand that recently came to us was struggling to scale with their ads. Their CPA was like $100, their ads was about 1x, and they couldn't spend over $200, $300 on testing because of those results, right? So using this strategy that I'm going to reveal you very soon, also our marketing expertise, just within 2 months of working with us, we scaled them to 250K per month in revenue and also massive profits. And so another brand that came to us, we grew their quarterly revenue by 400% year over year with 3.7x rise. So here's the exact strategy we use to achieve results like this, and you can take the strategy and use it and do the same. I call it the 6 principles of Facebook advertising. And here's the logic behind this. If you're running Facebook ads 5 years ago, there was some use in learning how to do this complex media buying strategies and targeting. But after iOS 14, Facebook had to adapt to poor attribution, and they changed the algorithm completely by heavily leaning into AI and machine learning. And what it did is machine learning and AI leveled the playing field for everybody, giving nobody edge in terms of media buying and targeting. And what this means is to really find an edge and win in this game, you have to focus on evergreen principles and fundamentals of advertising and marketing, because these things take a long time to change and they're actually within our control. So these principles are knowing your ideal customer profiles, knowing core desires and needs of your customers, knowing the market and competitors to improve your core offering, having a perfect creative strategy to deliver your message in the most effective way possible, knowing how to ideate, produce advertising creatives, and write copy in a way that's easy to consume for your ideal customers, and they don't even realize they're being sold to. And another one is knowing how to increase and maximize your landing page conversion rate and new customer order value. And once you nail down all of these by reasoning from the first principles, doing a lot of research, and conducting thoughtful scientific experience based on that research, your profits and your revenue will increase by anywhere from $5,000 to $500,000 depending on the scale of your business. These were the principles, and now there's a step-by-step process, what we do to apply these principles and to achieve these results. So first on the list is we do Facebook ads audit. Here we check things like your ad creatives, if they convert, what ad creatives convert, what ad creatives don't convert, your ad account structure. There is a bad ad account structure. There's a lot of people don't know how to properly structure ad accounts, and they go against all these AI algorithms and the way Meta works. Another one is we check if your ad account is misusing and overusing bidding strategies. And we check if your creatives are not adjusted to ad placements properly. If you test enough creatives, if you're testing enough products or offers that contribute to the highest customer value over time, and lowest CPA, right? Essentially, there's two parts to the business. The first one is customer acquisition, and the other one is maximizing the value of the customer over time. So we want to make sure you have both of those. And then the other one is your landing page and ad congruency to the landing page, because we want to make sure the ad is congruent with what they see when they click on the ad, right? And this whole process takes about 1 to 2 hours for a media buyer. The second part is doing market research. So here we would look up, your organic content on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Reddit in your industry. And from here, we can decipher your customer wants, desires, pain points, objections, and preferred solutions. And this takes about 3 days for our media buyer. And the third one is actually doing the competitor research. Here it will be things like finding your competitors' best performing ads on different advertising platforms, seeing how we can model from that, how we can integrate your offer into the winning things that they found through their testing. So, and this process takes about 1 to 4 days for our media buyer. So the fourth one is conversion rate optimization. So we pay attention to 6 major things while analyzing your landing page, your customer journey funnel, and we would look at analytics and tracking. So we try to understand the human behavior on a website, where scroll drops off, what things are clicking, how's the funnel looking, what's the metric to drop off in your funnel, and what we can do to improve that conversion rate by doing some A/B tests and suggesting you, hey, here's what to do, right? Here we also want to look at the actual signals. So you want to look at if you have things like social proof, testimonials, reviews, clear outcomes that your offer provides to the audience, right? And the third one here is, so we want to make sure the user experience is smooth on your website. We check how easy it is to navigate website, the loading speed, the mobile friendliness, the readability, and the ease of consumption of your content. We also check, make sure there's a call to action, it's clear and it's visible. We would analyze your content, your copy, make sure it's all relevant, make sure it's all of a high quality and personalized as much as possible to your ideal customer. And then we would look at your page design. We would assess visual hierarchy, how your content guides the users towards the call to action, the consistency of your page, how you maintain consistent design elements across your website, your imagery and maybe videos, other media. We want to make sure you have high quality images and videos on your page. And this whole process typically takes about 3 days for our conversion rate optimization specialist to go through it. And with having all these data points, our creative strategist crafts a strategy personalized to your brand, which includes the type of campaigns to run, the type of creatives, scripts, and copy we need to make your journey a success. The fifth on the list. This interaction between the CMO, copywriter, and creative designer usually takes 5 days to complete. Approximately 12 days of research will be dedicated to your brand to get everything started. Make sure we can increase your revenue and your profits by 10 to 30 to 50% within 60 to 90 days. And all these steps are foundation to success. After all of this, we will launch the campaigns for you and move to the components, which is scaling, optimizing your account. So having all these data points, we go out and ideate, create creatives, write copy, and launch your campaigns. And then we would look at your ad account on a daily basis, making sure your account is hitting KPIs, taking notes on tests, and iterating for further tests, right? Every day we would check on performance, optimize everything, making sure you get essentially the most from your advertising spend. Also, every week we send you a detailed performance report about exactly what's happening in your ad account, the action items for the next 7 days, and this part takes about 48 days. So this whole testing process, essentially executing on the creative testing strategy based on the research, based on the things we found, based on the analysis and stuff. So as you can see, this level of detail is what separates us from other agencies who have no experience to get you the results you want. Those agencies that you have to constantly micromanage, and those agencies where they have high client churn rate because the only thing they do is they focus on sales, not actually optimizing the delivery, making sure they deliver the best results. And those agencies also who struggle with communication, they overpromise and underdeliver, obviously, and lock you up in long contracts without you seeing desired results. So if you'd like to increase your revenue and profits by 10 to 30 to even 50% in the next 60 to 90 days, book a call using the link below to see if you qualify. Worst case scenario, you'll leave with a live ad account audit and a complete game plan on what we'll do for you based on years of experience working with 6 to 7 brands, scaling them, spending over $10 million on Facebook ads profitably, which this audit is invaluable in and of itself. And we typically charge anywhere from $500 to $1,000 just for that. And base case scenario, if we see you're a good fit, we'll start working together, making sure you make a lot of profit, a lot of revenue, and you achieve your goals. Either way, You're just one step away from changing your business. And if you haven't booked the call yet, let me ask you this. Really, how much longer can you afford to stay where you are? You might be overpaying for ads. You might have an agency that doesn't perform. You might have a marketing team that doesn't perform. So how much longer can you be in this position and not getting results you want? So decision is yours, and see you on the call. And by the way, even if you're not entirely sure you're qualified, but this is still interesting to you, I want you to book call anyways. So apply now and talk soon.